Hello and thanks for watching. In this video, you will learn about consumers and the many types of consumers and their diets. First, let's talk about the word that consumer comes from. Consume. What does it mean to consume? Perhaps you've heard this word before and know that it could mean to eat, drink, or ingest. It could also mean to use up something. So when we are talking about consumers in an ecosystem, what is it that we're referring to? Organisms that have to eat and drink. A consumer is an organism that has to eat animals and plants because it can't make its own food. Consumers are also called heterotrophs. Heterotrophs are organisms that eat other organisms as food because they cannot make their own food. Remember how you've learned that producers are called autotrophs? This is because autotroph is a word used to describe a self-feeder, or an organism that can feed itself by making its own food. Heterotrophs cannot. Anything that is not a producer or autotroph is a heterotroph. When you hear the word consumer, think of animals. Any animal that you can think of is going to be a consumer. This includes lions, beetles, turtles, birds, fish, worms, spiders, and squirrels. These are all animals, and they are all considered consumers. There are actually 3 types of consumers that you need to know about as well. Herbivores are consumers that eat only plants. This rabbit is an herbivore because it only eats plants and products of plants, like vegetables and flowers. It does not eat animals. Carnivores are consumers that eat only animals. This tiger is a carnivore because it eats only animals, such as ambar deer, antelope, and water buffalo. Omnivores are consumers that eat both plants and animals. Most humans are omnivores, since we eat plants and products from plants, like fruits, vegetables, and grains, as well as meats and products from animals, like chicken, beef, eggs, and dairy products. This picture of a food pyramid shows the recommended foods and amounts that humans should eat to stay healthy, and to make sure that we get all of the nutrients that we need. Another type of consumer that is special is called a scavenger. Scavengers are animals that eat dead plants and animals, but don't hunt and kill them themselves. Scavengers can be considered carnivores or omnivores, depending on if the dead material they eat is from animals or both animals and plants. For example, earthworms, which are invasive to Michigan, dig through the soil and will eat dead plant and animal parts for its food as it consumes soil. Other times, scavengers will eat from dead animal carcasses that something else has already killed and eaten from, like vultures and crows. Animals like flies, maggots, beetles, and cockroaches and raccoons will come along and eat just about anything, including dead animals.